Hey, Danny here. I hope you're doing great. Look, nowadays, there are a lot of distractions, especially online, the internet. You got people doing things to get your attention. Maybe you got friends asking you to do things you don't want to do, and you follow them. You got people listening to other people who really don't know anything. And all of this. Meanwhile, you do all of this, focusing on other people's lives, scrolling on the internet for hours, wasting your time. You could be doing something productive, something that'll help you. You could take this time to actually think about your future and what you want, because it's very easy to fall into this, you know, society's path. It's easy to follow other people and follow trends and end up doing things that you don't really want to do. It really is easy. It's easy nowadays. Like I just said about the internet thing, the Instagrams and the things. The moment you start scrolling, you can't even stop. Too addicted to your phone. There's a lot of people who don't read books. At least you can learn something with books. You got people going out every single time, every single weekend, 3 days, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Have no plans at all. It's very easy to get distracted nowadays, and you're just wasting your time. Remember, the reason why you gotta work now is just so you don't have to do it in the future. Just so you don't have to struggle that much. 5, 10 years to come in the future. You're 25 now. 10 years from now, you'll be 35. That's close to 40. You don't want to be, you don't want to be in the same place you are right now. You want to be at a different place in your life. You want to be able to afford things you couldn't afford before. You want to be able to not work when you don't feel like working. That's the entire point. Be able to gather some money, to take care of yourself and your family. And I know it's kind of hard to do it nowadays, because, and then you also have people who complain. I didn't talk about this before. Complaining is not an option right now. Everything is going up. Inflation is crazy. Gas is expensive. Everything is expensive. How do you think it's gonna be? It's gonna be 5 to 10 years from now. It's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse. It's gonna be bad, especially if you didn't work, you didn't save some money. Everything is gonna go up. Apartments that used to be what, $1,100 are now like $1,500. Everything is expensive now. So I feel like there's something coming. Everything is gonna get more expensive. So don't be the person who won't have a way to take care of himself or his family. None of the things that you think are important right now are important. You're young. This is the time where you need to put in the work. You need to think about something that's gonna help you in the future. You gotta let go of a lot of things, of a lot of friends who aren't really helping you, who don't really add anything to your life. I'd hate to be in the same place 10 years from now. I'd hate to look at other people and get mad at them and complain like they're the reason why I'm messed up or my life is messed up. I don't want to be. You don't want to be that person. Even if you don't become the richest person ever, you should at least be able to be comfortable. You should at least be able to take care of your family, of your mom, yourself, your brothers, sisters. If you have kids, you should be able to take care of your people, the people around you. Don't be ashamed. If you don't be ashamed to ask for help. If you meet a person who is doing better than you and you feel like, or you think you could learn something from this person, just ask them. How do you do this? How can I get to your level? What do you do? How can I learn? You just try and make sure that you're building something for yourself. You see what I'm saying? Try to make sure that you have something going on for yourself. Try and do that. You go on the internet, it's more of celebrity things, and you got people who that's what they do all day. They follow the lives of other people, wishing they could have that life. You don't know what the hell they did to have the life that they have. You don't even know if it's true. Most of these people on Instagram that look like they're happy, they really aren't that happy. You don't know their lives. You don't know what the hell they got going on. You don't know how they went to Dubai. You don't know you don't know. So why not focus on yourself and make sure everything you have, you really have it, and it's really yours. The people who have the best lives, you don't really see them on the internet that often. You really don't. They don't be talking about it too much. All they do is work. They make money and they live, tranquil life with their families. You shouldn't be too focused on other people. Stop wasting your time, bro. You're young. You're young and you have time right now. I know a lot of people say things like, "Yeah, but I gotta live my life because I could die or whatever." It's like, yeah, but you don't know when. You don't know when. It might be 50 years from now. You don't know. Who's going to take care of your family? Who's going to take care of your kids when you're not here? You got to make sure they're fine. You got to make sure when you leave, you have something to leave them with. What about them? That's the problem. A lot of us don't think long term. We don't think about the future. And that's really sad. It really is sad because we just be wasting our time. If all you do is just stay at home, drink, hang out with friends, smoke, bro, you can't be doing that forever. At a certain point, you're going to have to realize that your future is important. Your future really is important. You got to think about the kind of person you want to be. Because I got to be honest with you, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to ask nobody for nothing in 10 years. I don't do it now. Hell, I don't want to do it in 10 years. I got to be better than I am today in 10 years. I have to be. It's a lot of people counting on me. I have to be. And I want you to make decisions, good decisions, for your future. That's what I want. I want you to stop wasting your time with all these distractions that you're not getting anything from anyway. That's what I want you to do. Think about your future. It's very important that you do. It really is very important. The feeling of not having anything or not being able to provide, wanting something that you can't afford, you can't get it, working to pay your rent, and then right after you pay your rent, you're back to zero because there's nothing in your bank account, and you're just happy that you paid your rent. You got another month. Now you start working again. You start working, you're working. You save some money, but you got to pay for your car note. And then you pay for your car note, and you're back to zero again. And then you got the light bill. you got your internet, you got your, all of that, all these things. But I didn't been through all of that, and it's not a good feeling. It really isn't a good feeling. Create something. Try to invest your money. Do some trading. Start a YouTube channel and talk about your life. Whatever it is you got going on, you can make videos about it. Because the feeling of not having anything, it is not a good feeling. And people don't really care like that. People don't care. You could literally get evicted right now and nobody's gonna care. It just happened. And that feeling, because I didn't be homeless, so I know what it feels like. Really. Being in the streets and not knowing where to go, sleeping in your car, it is a bad feeling. If you got kids, it's worse. If you're gonna have to work 3 jobs, then do your thing. Save some money and invest it in something. Because the way everything is turning right now is getting way more complicated. I don't want nobody to go through hard situations. Life isn't easy, I understand. There's some people out here that make $700 every 2 weeks. $600 every 2 weeks. And it's not easy. I understand that. I wish everybody the best, but me wishing you the best doesn't guarantee that you're going to make it in life. You would have to do something about your life. You would have to put in the work. You'd have to start a business. You would have to invest your money. You're going to have to release that inner art that you have. If you're good at acting, start acting. If you can sing, sing. If you're studying, finish your studies, do something, but make sure that you're building something for your future. You make sure that happens. Like I said, I wish you all the best. I wish everyone the best. I really do. Because I know the situation. I know how hard it is out here. Stop wasting your time with distractions that don't add anything to your life. Work on yourself now. That's my little message for you today. Danny, I'm out.